A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmarck, and I'd just like to say congratulations to one James fucking Stanton, son. Cause I just heard that the court case levied against him on the part of James Romine of Digital Homicide was finally dismissed with prejudice. I actually smiled ear to ear at the sight of that announcement, and I'm sharing it all for you here and now because the Jimquisition.com, the source of the announcement, is currently crashing due to server strain because of all the folks come clamoring round to clap in victory for it. And I feel like this is news every critic in our independent line of work can celebrate. A concise summary for anyone unaware of the case I'm referring to: James Stanton, known more comfortably as Jim fucking Sterling's son here on YouTube, and crowned as such thanks to the very people he's just claimed a hard-fought victory against, is a critic here on YouTube, covering games of all sorts and suffering particularly poignantly as a product advisory reviewer for all things early access, taking the dive into games no man should ever subject themselves to so that we, the clean and untainted masses, can avoid them for the sake of our own faiths and humanity. After covering one such company's atrocious shovelware, that of Digital Homicide, a saga that all started with Jim's coverage of The Slaughtering Grounds, James Romine, a couple of siblings who run that company, took reality-unhinging umbrage with Jim for daring to criticize their games as the cheaply thrown-together cash grabs they were, and filed suit against him, claiming assault, harassment, and defamation to the tune of $10 million, a number that would climb to $15 million over the course of the year-long proceedings. I shan't get into the details of it because this isn't the place for it. Suffice it to say, there was no case to make, and Mr. Romine needs to learn the place and purpose of critical press and copyright law, and to tattoo the clause for fair use to his forehead for the rest of time. And that case, after months of deliberation, was just dismissed with prejudice from court. Congratulations, Jim. I know that this whole thing is a gigantic, disgusting mess of an ordeal that never should have happened in the first place, and I can't imagine the effects that it must have had on you and your family across the many months that it took place. I'm just glad it came out in your favor, and happier still that your suffering through this will serve as a precedent of protection for others in our shared line of work. You have not just fought for yourself this past year, James. You fought for us all in the eyes of the law. Because as far as I'm aware, this is the first time a company, large or small, has taken a games critic to court for doing their critically important and legally protected job. And for that, for refusing to cow to their petty intimidations and abuses of the system, you have my everlasting respect. And that's about all I have to say on the matter. Check out the official statement from Jim about this at thejimquisition.com once the servers can recover, and consider checking out the man's Patreon to support the work he does, cause court ain't cheap, and solidarity goes a long way in cases like these. I am Kinsmarck here at Let's Press. Good gaming and Godspeed, everyone, and thank God for Jim fucking Sterling, son.